As a worship pastor, it's crazy because I spend so little time in the room. And I mean that in the sense of where the congregation is and where we are. You know, we're elevated, we're underneath the speakers, we're back. We've got in-ears in for the most part, unless we, kick one out just to be able to listen to the room. So when you're up on the stage and this is your mission, this is your goal, and people come in and you pop an ear out because man, on Tuesday we got to this place of deep worship and we're all worshiping and we're singing and man, we're getting to experience how great our God is and he's got something fresh and new for us today. And you kick an ear out and it's just crickets. The music is still playing, everything's still there, but that engagement where people are lifting their voices aren't really there. Man, that's just a super sad thing. Like as a worship leader, you want people to be engaged on that level where they're raising this like ruckus, joyful noise up to God. And then you don't get that when you take your ear out. That was before, okay? So before, it's the same band, okay? It's the same band, it's the same congregation, it's the same pastor, it's all the same elements, our amazing volunteers welcoming people as they're coming in. Everybody's just preparing this atmosphere that people can step into and draw closer to God, be invited closer to God through excellence and lifting Him up and in all that we do, our desire to bring our very best before Him. And then you get the new acoustics in, you get this new sound system in, and the very first weekend out the gate, right? We're singing, I can't remember what song it was, and I pop an ear out, and it is just overwhelming, and I'm thinking to myself, whoa, man, we finally did it. We finally figured out how to get, the people to sing. Week 2, the next service comes around, same thing. Whoa, this is crazy. I can hear people singing, the engagement. Well, week after week, you start to experience that and you're going, something is different. Something is different. I don't think it's anything that we're doing. You know what I'm saying? It's just this experience has completely shifted for us. The first time I stepped out into the room and got to hear what people were experiencing, I figured out why people were engaging so much and they were singing so much. It was they finally felt the other people around them singing too. And it was contagious. They could not only hear what we were doing and see what we were doing, they could hear each other. And it was the same thing that inspires us to bring more, is that collective. They were just giving it more. You could hear it's when you're in the room, no matter where you're at, it's this cacophony of like all of the voices. You can almost hear everyone, and at the same time, you just want to lift your voice even more. Dude, what an amazing experience. Every seat in this auditorium matters. The experience that each person has, people shouldn't be fighting over the middle 3 rows in this room to get the best experience, to be able to hear what it is that our lead pastor is saying, that our worship leaders are bringing, the words to the song that are deeply powerful. Most churches, they have to, and even for us, we probably have to put the lyrics on the screen so anybody can even understand what people are saying, to have sibilance, to be able to have that articulation, to experience that in the room. Of course, people are going to sing more. Of course, they're going to be more engaged because the power of the lyric, the power of the music is now at its apex. When you put all of that together, when you give people the best experience that they can have, you're saying, you matter. You matter, person on the back row that got here late, that doesn't have a relationship with Jesus yet. You don't have any context for what this whole thing is, but you know what sounds good and you know what looks good and you know what's joyful and what's not. We are saying every single week, we've said by the upgrade of this system with the acoustics, with everything that we're doing, what we're saying is what we're doing, we believe in, and every single seat in this auditorium represents a life that can be changed by the message that we bring, and you won't know what that message is if you can't hear it. Amen.